Yeah, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. But before we do that, Rob mentioned something on WhatsApp. He mentioned that it's Jason Bateman Day, so I think he could should give us some background on what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like in a special day. I just made it for myself, as in for like, 'cause like every now and then, I like to like follow a director. And Jason Bateman is
Oh,
I won't call him a new director, but he's done a few movies on his own.
right,
The big one being the TV series Ozark. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
right.
He also, yeah.
I think I've
Um,
only seen the first two seasons.
okay, definitely watch it to the end.
Yeah,
It gets even better. Like it's one of the ones like how Breaking Bad kind of starts slow and then blows up. In my opinion, Ozark just keeps escalating. He's got a great style of directing. Very different to Christopher Nolan. It's very slow paced, but the slow pacedness produces a level of tension that is
right.
absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
And he's versatile. I mean, he's done comedy. When you look
Hmm.
at Ozark and you see some of the stuff that he has done in the past, like when you look at something like Arrested Development or Horrible Bosses, what else has he done? I think he did Teen Wolf 2 actually when he started, when he was quite a lot younger. It
Mm,
you wouldn't think that it's the same guy that's doing Ozark, like that's in Ozark. No, it's not. You know,
Well,
so he's brilliant.
wasn't he? Is
Mhm.
I was asking, did he is the main character? Is it the same person from Arrested Development?
yes.
Yeah,
I
exactly. You
kind of
see,
noticed that, like he's also like Christopher Nolan. I think he likes reusing the same characters,
Yeah.
which is like when certain directors work with certain actors for a long period of time, it's like
Mm.
they go to guy. They go to
yes,
guys like I know you
yes.
get this done. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
actually has a podcast, by the way. He has a podcast with Will Arnett. Will Arnett, I think he voiced Batman in the Lego Batman movie, and
Yes.
he
Yes, he
also
did.
has, I think it's Sean. I forgot his surname. He was in Will and Grace. Remember the gay guy from Will and Grace?
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Not Will, but Will's friend,
Oh, Jack.
yeah, Will's yeah.
Jack. Yes. So the three of them have a podcast. I forgot what it's called, but they actually have a podcast together.
I saw the one where like they were like what was it? It was talking to Kevin Hart. I think I saw a clip of that one. And then Kevin Hart like was like calling them out. It was just the funniest video. But it was the funniest
Yeah.
thing. Because it was like anyway. But yeah, the one thing I like about Bateman as an actor, right, is like sometimes what he'll do is he plays a straight guy in a lot of his movies.
Right.
I mean like
Yes. Yes.
and he's always
Deliberately so.
yes, he's either the straight guy or the unlucky guy. So
Right.
like the terrible things that happen with him right now. Like I just watched a movie called "This Is How I Leave You" by starring him. It's
Oh, it has. I think it has Tina Fey in it. It has Adam Driver in it.
yep. There's a few.
Yeah.
It's got the guy from Justified. I forgot. Always can't forget his name.
The
But
guy
yeah,
from Ant-Man, right? The villain from Ant-Man.
no. Well, yes, he's there as well, but more.
Yes.
Mandalorian season 2, episode 1.
Jeez. I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet.
Um, but I know you guys know. Anyway, the guy who played Hitman, the first Hitman movie.
Oh, Timothy Oliphant.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah, he's in there as
Yeah.
well. The guy with
That
the
guy. That guy was supposed to be Iron Man. You know that. Well, he auditioned to play Iron Man.
Wow, that would have been interesting. I'm almost got mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing about Jason Bateman though is he does a straight man, right? But if you think about him as in Ozark and you think about him in like Arrested Development, you can actually kind of see some similarities. I like the idea
Yes.
of taking a similar character type, trope, right? And then you reverse the situation and then it suddenly changes the performance completely. When technically one could argue they're still kind of playing the same role, where he's
Right.
like bad things keep happening, he's kind of trying to be clever out of it. In the rest of Element, he's the same person. It's just instead of a ridiculous comedy session, it's a real life, insanely gritty drama where
Right.
where in the Arrested Development, the flaws of every character ends up causing the problems, right? And then if you
Right.
think about the flaws of every individual character end up causing the problems.
Right.
Yeah, I just think that's a very cool thing where you can do the same thing twice and end up with completely different results.
I guess he realized that it's working, but instead of doing the same thing by making it funny, he just thought, why not make this one serious? And it worked.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're right. There are some actors who sort of play the same character, even though it's comedy, even though it's serious. When I look at someone like Malcolm, from The Cosby Show, or from Malcolm and Eddie. It's like he plays Theo all the time, but I mean, when you look at Malcolm and Eddie, he plays the straight man, right? But he still has funny moments. It's like Kenan and Kel. When you see Kenan and Kel, Kel is the funny guy, but Kenan is also funny. But he's not trying too hard to be funny. It's just when you watch him as an adult, you'll be like, this guy's hilarious, if that makes sense,
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
Will Smith. Will Smith sometimes just plays Will Smith. And if you put him in Suicide Squad, it works. You put him in,
Right.
what's another one? Muhammad Ali, it works. But if you put him in
Right.
7 Pounds or After Earth, where they try to undo the Will Smithness of it all, it falls apart.
You didn't like 7 Pounds?
It was all right. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a bad movie, but I'm just saying, I
Yeah,
think
like Concussion.
done better. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Because Concussion was like that for me. Yeah. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.